Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast Catch It, A New Perception. My name is Gatuk, and I appreciate you listening and supporting this particular podcast. As I come into a day like today, not wanting to do another episode of the podcast, just not wanting to do much, not feeling the best all the time, my perception shifts a little bit and how I feel isn't the best. So then I take the action to be able to do this podcast so that my thinking will continue to change, so I feel the best I can feel. And that's the reality of where I am today. I think about how people perceive beauty. What does it mean? What does it look like? How beautiful is something? How beautiful is someone? When talking about the beauty of life, the beauty of the moon, the craters in the moon make it as beautiful as what it is. It doesn't detract from its beauty, doesn't take away from its beauty. It adds to how beautiful the moon is. It illuminates the way it does because of each and every crater on the moon. The sea is so beautiful. The water that we are gifted each and every day in our lives. How water makes up such a large portion of the earth itself and the creatures within the water. And you look at the ocean, and the ocean's beautiful, it's vast. And there's times when the ocean is warm, depending upon where you are. There's times where the ocean is cold. There's times where you can get deep enough and the ocean is very dark. There's beautiful creatures in the ocean. Creatures that look prehistoric in the ocean. When you swim next to them, they may invoke fear, and yet the beauty that is there. You get a mouthful of ocean water. It may taste like the saltiest thing you've ever had in your mouth. Maybe a little overwhelming. At that moment, you may not appreciate the beauty of it. And without that salt, it would not be what it is. It would not carry the essence of beauty the way that it does. Beauty, love. If they are in the eye of the beholder, do other people see the ocean the way I do? Do they see the moon the way I do? Do they see the earth as a whole the way I do? What is someone's perception and how they see all of it? What is their perception? I think that when it comes to beauty and what we see in human beings is somewhat the same. The perception varies from one person to another. One person will look at someone and think they're physically beautiful. Someone else will look at them and say, okay. It may have to do with their shape or size. May have to do with their features. how much of their essence do we see? I remember doing a ceremony with a man who is a priest in his own right, in the way that he moves. And afterwards, I gave him a kiss on the forehead or the cheek, as I may at times, and told him he's a beautiful man. I don't see him as physically beautiful. I wouldn't know what a physically beautiful man is. It's lost on me. I have an idea what a physically beautiful woman is to me. But a man, I don't know. I just remember when I gave this friend a kiss and a compliment to the best of my ability and telling him he was a beautiful man. His response was without hesitation. And he looked me in the eye and said, "You are only seeing a reflection of yourself." I believe that both comments by myself and by him were very sincere. I know he believed what I saw, and I have a tendency to believe what he saw. That's not commonly the way people see beauty. How do you see it? Is love part of beauty? Is being beautiful part of love? A lot of people probably with their first thought think they really have nothing to do with each other. They're definitely not synonymous. And is my love for the moon why I see it as beautiful as I do? Is my love for the sea and the ocean allow me to see it as beautiful as what it is? My love for the mountains and the hills and the streams and the rivers. Riding my motorcycle alongside a river and seeing the beauty in it is unbelievable. So maybe at times love is synonymous. Maybe at times love is attached to beauty. It's hard telling how someone else sees beauty. When this friend of mine said, "You're only seeing a reflection of yourself," I don't think that other people would necessarily see me like he does. Maybe some do. Is it difficult to tell someone that they're beautiful? Is that hard to do? I remember someone telling a story. She was telling a story about her partner in life, the love of her life, the way it seemed, and that may be why it was so endearing. And she was telling the story. We'll use the name Joe, for example. And it was similar to another friend of mine, so it just really resonated. And she was talking about how when he was younger, he went by the name Joey. She said today he goes by Joseph. And she tells this story, and I just thought it was so beautiful. I had to tell her. Well, what I failed to tell her was a friend of mine of the same name. He started out as Joey. And then he became Joe. And as he became an elder in life, and a great teacher to many of us, and a mentor to many of us in life, he was known as Joseph. And when she was talking about this man that she loves, the way that I heard it, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful story. So she became beautiful at that moment. It resonates. It makes sense to me, what I see in people, what I see in the universe. I understand that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I've heard that my entire life, and I've always believed it. That even when I was younger, I'd think that some young lady is a little hottie, somebody else thinks not so much. Okay, that's cool. What resonates with me as I get older is that love is in the eye of the beholder. I get that they are not always synonymous. And I also understand, to the best of my ability, that if love is in the eye of the beholder, who is it that I love and what is it that I love? And I heard things that confused me when I was younger. And what I've come to find out is to love nature is good for me. To behold possessions is not. But do I truly own anything? When I leave this earth, I believe that I will take the longest journey I will ever experience. And when I take that journey and return to the spirit world, I'm not taking any of this with me, so I really don't own it. What I will own at that time is the beauty and the essence that I live with up to that point. I will take that with me. What I own at that time is love, dignity, and respect. I will take those with me. I will not take this body with me. I will not take any worldly possessions with me. I will take with me what I truly own in this lifetime. So what is it that you want to own? Beauty, love, dignity, respect, honor. I don't know what it is that you truly own. I will find what I own. I will hold it close to me. And that's what I will take with me when I leave this earth. Now, if your belief is that we become dust and we just return to the earth and there is no energy beyond that, and there is no spirit world, or it doesn't exist, that's okay. I will still take with me what I own. I own no worldly possessions. I will only take with me what I love. And that's internal. Not who I love. What I love. And that's the beauty of all of it. Is that I will find a way to be content the moment that I take my last breath. And the reason that I believe in the way that I see when a man uttered the words, "Today is a good day to die," I believe what he was saying is, my life has been well lived, and if I must leave today, I have lived well up to this point, so thank you. That's what I hear, or that's what I intend to say when I say today's a good day to die. My life has been well lived. I thank all of you that have touched my life. I look forward to those of you who have touched my life I have not met yet. And I appreciate the support that you give me in the way that I walk. Looking forward to next time. Live in harmony with and use the bounty of the land to bring kindness to the world.